As we enter the final third of the holy month of Ramadan, we must ask ourselves, have we truly done enough? Have we made the most of these sacred days? The holy month of Ramadan is quickly passing, and we are now approaching its most critical and spiritually rewarding nights. Have we prepared ourselves for what's to come? Are we among those for whom the gates of paradise will open? Have we done what is necessary to keep the gates of hell firmly shut? Today's supplication is a powerful request for the gates of paradise to be open for us, for the gates of hell to be closed and locked away from us. The success of reciting and connecting deeply with the Holy Quran, the serenity that only faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can bring. Because the truth is, the holy month of Ramadan is not just about what we do. It's about what paths we are opening for ourselves. Let's explore how today's dua helps us secure our place among those who walk through the gates of mercy and paradise. On day 20 of the holy month of Ramadan, we recite the following supplication. Allahumma aftah li fihi abwab al-jinan, واغلق عني فيه أبواب النيران ووفقني فيه لتلاوة القرآن يا منزل السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين. O God, open for me in it the gates of paradise, and close for me in it the gates of fire, and facilitate for me in it the success of reciting the Holy Quran, O you who sends down serenity into the hearts of the believers. This supplication reminds us of three critical spiritual requests. The gates of paradise are open for some, but not for all. The gates of hell are closed for some, but not for all. And the Holy Quran is a means to shape which gate we walk through. Which path are we walking toward? Which doors are opening for us as we complete this blessed month? Today's dua is a plea to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our final destination one of mercy, not one of regret. We begin this supplication by asking, Allahumma aftah li fihi abwab al-jinan. O Allah, open for us the gates of paradise. These gates are not just physical, they represent the paths that lead to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's eternal mercy. What we do in this world determines whether those gates will be open for us in the hereafter or not. The Holy Quran speaks about these gates of destiny, as we can call them. Jannati adnin mufattahatan lahumul abwab. Gardens of eternal residence, whose gates are opened wide for them. For instance, the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings upon him and his family, says in one of his narrations, talking about these special gates of paradise, in paradise, there is a gate called Ar-Rayyan, through which only those who fast will enter. Once they have entered, the gate will be closed and no one else will pass through it. Is our fasting of the kind that earns us entry through this exclusive gate? Are we ensuring that our actions in this world are opening the right doors for us in the next? Because the gates of paradise are not opened by accident. They are unlocked by our faith and our actions. This supplication also asks, وَاغْلِقْ عَنِّي فِيهِ أَبْوَابَ النِّيرَانِ, and close for me the gates of fire. Just as paradise has gates, so does hell. Each gate represents a different form, a different category of sin that leads people away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Quran describes the fate of those who refuse to seek guidance by saying, فَادْخُلُوا أَبْوَابَ جَهَنَّمَ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا فَلَبِئْسَ مَثْوَى الْمُتَكَبِّرِينَ. Enter the gates of hellfire to abide eternally therein. How wretched indeed is the ultimate residence of those who are arrogant. Notice how arrogance is linked to entering hell. Pride, heedlessness, and rejecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's guidance lead people to these terrible gates. Imam al-Baqir, peace upon him, says, when he's talking about the gates of hell as being of 7 layers, each one designated for a specific type of sin. This is a warning to assess our lives and ask ourselves, are there actions in our lives we are doing that are pushing us toward those gates? Are there habits that we need to change before it's too late? This dua is a plea to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us from ever approaching those doors, to block the paths that lead to destruction, and to place us firmly on the path of salvation. The supplication then goes to ask, وَوَفِّقْنِي فِيهِ لِتِلَاوَةِ الْقُرْآنِ, and facilitate for me the success of reciting the Holy Quran. The Quran is not just a book, it is the roadmap to paradise. If we truly want to keep the gates of hell closed, we need to hold tightly to the Holy Quran. Our Imams have mentioned that the holy month of Ramadan is the spring season of the Holy Quran, as though it is the time when the Holy Quran blossoms. This is the time we must seize the opportunity to take advantage of this season and get closer to the Holy Quran in every way we can, from its recitation to understanding its deepest meanings. The Holy Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him and his whole family, said, beautify the Quran with your voices, for a beautiful voice adds to its beauty. Have we been using this month to strengthen our bond with the Holy Quran? Will we carry this connection beyond the holy month of Ramadan, or will we leave it behind? Because the Quran is not just to be read, it is to be lived, internalized, and followed. Finally, the supplication reminds us, Ya munzil as-sakinata fi qulub al-mu'minin, O you who sends down serenity and peace into the hearts of the believers. True peace does not come from wealth or status or success in this world. It comes from knowing that we are on the right path, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy guiding us. The Holy Quran promises this serenity when it says, هُوَ الَّذِي أَنزَلَ السَّكِينَةَ فِي قُلُوبِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. It is He who sent down serenity into the hearts of the believers. Do we feel this peace in our hearts? Are we still seeking fulfillment in temporary things instead? This dua teaches us that true peace comes from knowing that the gates of paradise are opening for us, that the gates of hell are closing behind us. The Holy Quran is guiding us on the straight path. May we all secure a place among the believers, keep our hearts connected to the Holy Quran, and enter the final days of the holy month of Ramadan with full sincerity and full devotion. Because in the end, the real question is not whether the gates of paradise are open, but whether we will walk through them ourselves.